Hi, my name's Corey. I'm 27 and from Chicago. I currently mainly use Facebook. I have accounts with Twitter and MySpace and YouTube, but largely to communicate with friends and people that I don't get a chance to see that often. But I'm a musician, so I use it a fair amount for keeping in contact with fans as well. Facebook has a pretty cool event system that allows you to keep, you can send out event invitations to friends and fans to invite them out to come to shows, performances, whatever. I am on Facebook every day for whatever. I just leave it logged in while I'm at work. Wait, I shouldn't say that. Twitter, I we use it to post about upcoming shows, let people know how a show went, what's going on at a show, also just like random crap. Funny stuff happens in the van. So we'll use it to, post the kind of absurd things that will happen on the way up to shows. One time, one of the dudes in a band actually twittered from the car, "How's my driving?" and then posted my phone number, which was, awesome. Twitter, I don't actually access Twitter from my phone. I just have it set up so that I can text into Twitter, which is pretty nice. And my personal Twitter account is linked to my Facebook account, so that I can, if I do have like something that I feel is worthwhile, I'll text it to Twitter, and then it'll also update my Facebook status. I do that occasionally if I'm running down the street and see something funny. Or there are a fair amount of brands on social networks that I'm either a fan of or I follow, whatever, depending on the thing. One in particular is Electro Harmonics. I'm a musician, so one of my favorite things is effects pedals. And Electro Harmonics they used to be kind of boutique-y kind of effects, but now they're pretty big, and you can get them. They have distribution with all the major distributors and sales companies, but they have Twitter, Facebook, and a YouTube account and a blog. And they actually do a good job of updating them regularly, and they'll post when they have new products up. One of the cool things that they do is that they post their own demos of the pedals up onto YouTube, and they have their own YouTube channel, and they'll post when they have a new demo that they've done, but they also let users create demos of pedals, or if you make a song with a pedal or anything that has to do with one of the Electro Harmonics pedals, you can post it on YouTube and send it to their blog, and then they'll post about it on their blog, they'll tweet about it, and then add it into their own YouTube channel, which is pretty awesome because you get to see a lot of kind of interesting uses of the pedals. But there's regular posts, so they do a really good job of keeping kind of like the Electro Harmonics name in my feed at least like once or twice a week. It pops up. And I also follow DC Comics, which is a comic book publisher that I read a lot of their stuff. And they have a blog as well as Facebook and Twitter profiles, and they update every day. And the cool thing is that they upload previews of issues, little interviews with artists and writers, just like sketches of covers that are coming out like months and months down the line. A lot of stuff just kind of like even if the title's not coming out, they do a lot of things to keep your interest in the months in between stuff. Like Batman took a 3-month break, which meant there was pretty much nothing Batman for a while. So what they would do is they were posting like preliminary drawings and sketches from the upcoming Batman and Robin series, interviews with Grant Morrison, who's writing it, as well as like cover art and stuff, just to kind of keep you interested in the interim time. They do a lot of that. I think the thing is that I think Electro Harmonics does a really good job of what they're doing, and I wish more companies were as kind of like connected with their fans, and not just a lot of like brands and companies that are on Twitter and Facebook. They'll post updates, and that's about it. When they have new products coming out, but Electro Harmonics actually interacts with the people on the sites, so you can post your own content, respond to other content, and they listen, which is pretty awesome. So if more companies would actually kind of interact. And that's about all I got.